And they were instructed to do that. They literally handed out literally a paper. But the Knicks indefinitely banned the spectator who spit on Trae Young. And I mean, I just really think they have to chill, the fans, right now. I know it's exciting. They're back in the playoffs. They weren't here last year, which is very exciting. But they have to chill a bit. The guys in Madison Square Garden. They're really... And I would probably say the same thing if I were Trae Young. Like, I'm honored to be a villain here, honestly, because being a villain at Madison Square Garden means you've made it. It means they're threatened by you, really, because they know you're good, so they are criticizing you, you know? Alright. And I mean, I just really think they have to chill a bit. They can be loud, which is good because it adds energy to the game, and that's what I miss. I didn't miss fans spitting on people. Alright. But, speaking of the Knicks, let's move on to my next topic. They evened the series out. It's now 1-1. But the fans are really crazy. They're really in, and I think if I were a Knicks fan, I'd be into this too, you know? They haven't been in the playoffs in so long, and that's why I'm not as, because I think some people are, really offended by, their behavior right now. I'm not as offended. I don't think it's good behavior. But I do understand it. It's been a while since they've been in the playoffs, since 2013. And they're finally back. They couldn't even look at other teams last year. And we're really underestimating Derrick Rose, by the way. Derrick Rose is really reviving his career. Him and Carmelo doing a good job reviving their career. I mean, Derrick Rose has done... He's been on fire lately, I'm pretty sure, right? 26, 17... Yeah, he averaged 15 points. He's averaging 21 in the playoffs right now. He's playing very well. Julius Randle really bounced back this year. And what makes the Knicks so likable is they're all about the good old days. Like, it's nostalgia. Nostalgia really makes you likable if you have that. So they're easier to root for than most teams. Like, the Lakers are currently, in the moment right now. They're not about nostalgia. That's why some people are rooting for the Knicks over the Lakers right now. And, the Last Dance documentary was about greatness. This is the last chance for a lot of players on the Knicks. Julius Randle's obviously going to be back next year. He'll be fine. But Derrick Rose, this might be his last chance. A lot of these guys, it might be their last chance to get a ring. Derrick Rose wants a ring. He's not saying anything about it, but he does. Believe me, he wants a ring. As bad as anyone. It's like Larry Fitzgerald, He's quiet, he doesn't say anything about it, but they want to win as much as anybody does. This is the last chance for a lot of players. Yeah, but, alright. So, Urban Meyer, and, this kind of annoyed me a bit. He says he might use Tim Tebow in a Taysom Hill-like role. Here's the problem. Tebow does not have anything in common with Taysom Hill, in my opinion. Taysom Hill is better statistically. He has a 70% completion percentage. Wait, right? Hold on, let me check this. Doesn't really matter, because as long as he completes more than 40% of his passes, he's in good condition. because that's all he has to do to be better than Tim Tebow. But he runs a 4.4. Tim Tebow is turning 34. Let's look at his career as a quarterback. Damn, it doesn't have him as a quarterback? Guess not. Let's see, what are his QB stats? He had a 90 passer rating. Which is way better than Tim Tebow. He had like a 70 passer rating. I don't know. I think he had. Oh, here are his passing stats. Yeah, he had a 70% passer rating this year in the starting role. So Taysom Hill is nothing like Tim Tebow, and I think it's an unfair comparison. So you could use him in a Taysom Hill-like role. He can play quarterback. There is a brutal stretch in October where it's going to be tough with a rookie quarterback. And I don't know. It's going to be tough. I don't see Tim Tebow doing well. I like him, but I just don't see him doing well. All right. So, Ron Rivera says that Washington doesn't have to rely on a quarterback because they have offensive weapons. Now, they have good young receivers. They have Terry McLaurin and Curtis Samuel. They have what's his name? Antonio Gibson, who had 11 touchdowns last year. He is a great young prospect. They have a pretty good offensive line, and they have a spectacular defense. So yes, this could get you to a second round exit, maybe. But it's not going to get you to the Super Bowl. You can get to if you're lucky, you'll get to the NFC Championship. Because you have Ryan Fitzpatrick. The guy is good for 9 games, and then he tanks. Alright. Alright, finally. Oh, wow, 38 minutes. Okay, this might actually be 45 minutes. I'm going to tell you which players I think will get traded this offseason and which I don't believe will get traded this offseason. But first, let's get some music on. Alright. I'm not going to tell you what I think is going to happen with Aaron until... I'm not going to tell you any of them, actually. I think the two most interesting... the two most interesting ones... are probably... Garoppolo and Rodgers. Because they're very... You can debate about that all day long. Rodgers and Garoppolo. Will they get traded? Don't know. But I'll tell you... I mean, you're never going to know, but I'll tell you what I think's going to happen. With these, 3... I think 6 or 7 players that I have right here. So, alright. There we go. So, Julio Jones. I think, he gets traded. I do. Because I think it's a win-win. He's 32 years old. He just wants to win right now. You know, he can't hold out anymore. And the Falcons would save $15 million in their salary cap. And the other team that they trade with will get a star receiver. So it's a win-win. I think he definitely gets traded. Drew Lock, I think no. He had the lowest completion percentage last year and the lowest passer rating. I don't see why anyone would want him. And they signed Teddy Bridgewater, the complete opposite of Drew Lock. So I think they will try to trade him, but I don't think anyone's going to want him. Zach Ertz, I think it's a deal. He's productive, but he's not expensive. So I think it's a perfect deal for the other team. And the Eagles don't need him. They have, what's that? Dallas Goedert or something? How would you pronounce that? Let's look this up real quick. Yeah, he's 26 years old. He's pretty good. So I would get rid of Zach Ertz. Alright, Stephon Gilmore. I'm going to say deal. He's productive, but he's getting old, and some teams can use a veteran corner, and he can be productive. And then the Patriots can get rid of someone that they don't really need right now. And Stephon Gilmore, he's getting a little old. And the Patriots would probably want to get younger, I think, right now. Odell. I would trade him, personally, myself, because I think he's always injured. But he'll be productive when healthy. And some teams like that. And some teams are just looking for someone who can be productive for them at some point, you know? But I don't think they're going to trade him. I think Cleveland sees it as, okay, we're in a good position. No, he's not always healthy, but Jarvis Landry is productive enough, and we got a great offense around him. We don't need another star receiver. All right, now Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm going to say no deal. I've said before, I think the best situation is you start Garoppolo week 1 with Trey Lance possibly coming in there. I think that takes less pressure. I think that takes pressure off of Jimmy G to stay healthy. And I just think it's the best position to be in. And that way, you don't have to develop a rookie quarterback like right away from the jump. Finally, Aaron Rodgers, deal or no deal? No deal. I don't see him getting traded. I think now Julio Jones, I think if they get Julio Jones, I think it just seals the deal, basically. I think that's kind of the statement. Where it's like, okay, you guys, they really just tell him, yeah, we respect you. It was just one slip up that we had. And then, I think it all gets resolved somehow. I don't know. It's tough. Alright. So, good stuff today. About a 45-minute podcast. The NBA playoffs are kicking off tonight. Can't wait to see Lakers Suns. I think there's a good chance the Lakers win comfortably. That might be the best series going on right now. Bucks, Heat. I think the Heat take Game 3. Blazers, Nuggets. I don't know who wins that. I think that's a 6 or 7 game series. That's just easy. The Nuggets, Blazers. That's just an easy 6 or 7 game series because that's just a great matchup. They don't seem to know how to stop Dame right now. Dame's just dominating. But Jokic just countering. He countered last game with a pretty nice performance. So we'll see what happens there. Good stuff today. Google Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, or iHeartRadio. This is Dylan Miller on Daily Dose of Dylan. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.